NASA, go 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 NASA. If you hold your own, then go NASA, yeah.
Stop scrolling, stop scrolling, stop scrolling.
Hey, cause we back. What up, Michael?
What up, man? What's good? What's good?
So I got a haircut. You see, I got the matching glasses with the
Yeah,
shirt, so you know I'm rocking today.
see you, dog. I see you, dog.
All right, before we get to the BS, is there any announcements that you want to make?
Man, I just want to tell y'all, man, I made if you follow me on social media, I made a video about the SF 3210 bill. That's the bill that um will make disability accommodations a part of the Human Rights Act. So it'll give it more security. And we went to the Capitol to urge the House of Representatives to bring the bill to the floor and vote on it. Yes, and I got some good news. I want to tell y'all the bill passed in the House. The bill
Uh
passed.
huh.
So the hard work paid off. I just want to shout out all the whole entire disability community, all the allies, everybody on social media that showed me love, like, comment, and shared the post. So now the next step is now the bill was passed in the House, but it was passed with amendments. So now we have to go back into the Senate for concurrence. That means they just got to look at the amendments, make sure they agree. Then it's going to get signed by our governor, Tim Walz, and then it's going to become a part of the Human Rights Act. So, man, hard work pay off. God is good, but faith without works is dead.
Right. And if you guys want to know any more information about ACT and what my brother here, Michael 57 is out here doing, you can go to the Handicap and Chill podcast because we got a project called the Voices of the Disabled, and it's centered around ACT and what my brothers out here doing. Like it actually has clips. It actually has clips of my brother going to the Capitol, my brother talking about ACT and all that. Like it's real time clips too. So the Voices are Disabled, which is doing great numbers by the way. Which is going to be on the Handicap and Show podcast YouTube channel.
Oh,
Okay.
one more thing. We still forgot. My cousin Kiera, it's her birthday today, and forgive me, cousin, but she in like the seventh grade. It's her birthday today, and the standardized test. So the school just found out that she was number one in the whole entire world for reading comprehension. Number one in the whole entire world from like third grade to seventh grade. She been doing her thing. So I want to give a shout out to my cousin Kiera. Proud of you, man. We real proud of you. She's
That's
super
a fact.
smart. Big things coming up in the future for her. And happy birthday.
That's a fact. Because growing up, they try to put us in the slow classes. So the fact that you are in seventh grade and you making noise like this, and you are the smartest people in your school, bro. Hey, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? Because Michael's my brother, so I guess we family too. So shout out to you,
But
fam.
you know how it is. You know what you know how we do. You know how we do.
You already know. Now that we got all the praise and the accolades and the business out the way, Michael, tonight I need you to do me a favor.
What's that? What's that?
I need you to put your real one cap on. I would say the N word, but I'm trying to change them, cuss it a little bit. I
Okay.
need you to put your real one cap on, cause we gotta talk, brother.
Okay, let's go. Let's talk.
Today's show is called. What is it called? Today's show is called. Let's say. Let's just say I tried to. I did it to protect you.
Okay.
Now, funny thing about that is, people hit me up earlier this week and said, "Well, what do you mean when you say I did it to protect you?" And you know what I said? I said, "You gotta wait till the show. I'm not about to sit up here.
Yeah,
I'm
Make
not
them
about to sit here and give you
fun.
no sneak peeks. No, you gotta pay me for that. So if you ain't gonna pay me, watch it for free when it come on Thursday." Oh,
That, that,
so the reason why I called the reason why I called this episode, I did it to protect you. Now, before I put you on the hot seat, I'm gonna put myself out there because you know I'm very transparent.
definitely.
It was August 29th, 2024. That's when I broke up with the girl I was with for a couple years. Okay.
Mm.
And one of the reasons why she left me the way she did, because she broke up with me by email. Okay.
Mm.
She broke up with me by email, but I got my friends to talk to somebody close to her, and they they asked her, well, why did she do rude so bad? You know what I mean? Right? Now,
Mm.
she said this is what the girl told my homies. The girl told my homies why I broke up with him like that because I didn't want him to know how bad I've gotten off. Now she was going through some things mentally, you know what I'm saying, going through some struggles, but she didn't want me to know how bad it was. She felt like she wanted to protect me, and because she didn't want me to, look at her different. Um,
Mm.
so I put myself out there because I'm starting to see now a lot. I hear this saying, "Well, I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want to hurt you," or "I knew how you would react, so I didn't want to tell you," or "I was afraid you was gonna act like this, or afraid you was gonna react like that." So let me ask you: the first question of the show is, if your girl or the person that you with, or the person that you lay with, don't have to be a girl, just the person that you lay with, a person that you're real close to,
Well,
if that person,
that's how. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. That's how they are. Go ahead.
instead of what?
I'm just saying the person that I lay with would be a woman. So then you said, no, it gotta be somebody you lay
Oh,
with.
I mean, if you took it the wrong way, that's on you, bro. Because I was just trying to be professional. All right, bro. Now, see, you be outside a couple days a week. Now you acting weird. All right.
I'm just, well, yeah, no, I'm just for my personal life. That's you know,
Yeah, like if a girl you was, I say it like this, if if a girl that you was chilling with, laying with, or y'all real close, and she kept a secret from you that you needed to know, so you wouldn't be out here looking instead of you knowing, you kind of out here like a deer in the headlights. How would you take that?
um, well, for me to know she keeping a secret, she would have to eventually tell me. So,
No,
well,
but like so, like let's say like somebody that you know and she know, y'all both know each other, right? And like so y'all got like a mutual friend, right?
okay.
And so the mutual friend tells you something that she should have told you.
Oh yeah.
I probably should have worded it better, but now that I got back around to
That,
it.
that ain't good because I'm like, man, why your friend had to tell me why you couldn't tell me? Nah, and for me, you should be able to tell me. I'm pretty logical and even keel.
Yeah,
But
we don't need the logical Michael there.
but
I don't want to hear nothing but no
but
logic.
but some people logic is important to have in life. But if it's somebody that's like they got a real short fuse, they go from 0 to 60 they not emotionally stable, I can see why somebody would have a fear of telling them the secret. Cause they gonna like crash out. But try to figure out a safe way that you can tell them, because it's always better that a person hears something from the source. You don't want to hear from the grapevine, as they say. You don't want to hear from the streets. You don't want to hear from your mutual friend. You want to hear from the source.
You know what? I like that answer, but I'm not going with it. So here's the thing. All right. So you said you said the source.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. So the source, that's the girl that should have told you the secret, right?
right.
All right. So let's say you've been with the source for like 5 years. Y'all got a child together. Mm. I ain't taking no nap today, so I'm on BS. If I would have took a nap, I would have came at this whole thing different.
Let's go. Let's go.
Y'all got a child together. All right. But the kid ain't yours. Listen. The kid might not be, the kid might not be yours. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And then, all right, so y'all got a mutual friend. She just come down from you live in Minnesota. She just came from New Jersey. And then you chilling with the kid. He about like 5. You know what I'm saying? Cause yeah, he about like 4. You know what I'm saying? So the girl's friend come down from New Jersey, and then she see the kid, right? And she be like, "Oh, he look just like Ronald." You gonna be like, "Who the fuck is Ronald?" Right? Right, right,
Indeed.
right. And
Indeed.
then so the whole time you thinking the kid is yours. You know what I'm saying? But it might be Ronald. How are you taking that secret, brother? But she didn't want to tell you because she didn't want to hurt you or lose you. The protect is I didn't want to hurt you. To lose you is her being selfish. But how you gonna take that role? How you
So,
gonna take that if that happens?
so the mutual friend told me the kid might not be mine. Is that what it is?
Like a mutual friend, or in case her friend, because she knew the ex. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Okay. So somebody she know told me the kid might not be mine. I'm a. I got to go. A lot of times people tell you stuff like that. They be like, "Don't tell them I told you." So I'm gonna figure out a way to say it without citing my source, and I'm gonna go get a DNA test. I don't play about stuff like that. So and fatherhood. So I would definitely go get a DNA test because I have to know if the child is mine or not.
I'll tell you. See, this is why I be running a tight ship out here, bro. Cause like I like you know what I'm saying. I feel you, bro. And I think if I'm talking to a girl, we serious. Cause with me, it's either we serious or nothing. I ain't got time to be holding your hand, acting like I care, but I don't. So we serious or nothing, right? If
Okay.
I found out that that baby might not be mine, I'm having a DNA test, and I don't know. Like I'm gonna look at you different because I'm gonna take it well, not personal. I might charge it to the game, but I'll never look at you like that again. Like I don't know if I don't know if we can fix that.
I mean, if it's a matter of she cheated while we was together, but if we met right and then we end up having a baby, but we wasn't really together, and she was talking to another guy, and the baby happened to be his. I mean, I think it would be wrong that she should have told me, but it's a possibility it could be yours or somebody else's. So that's wrong too, because you got to tell me about the possibility if it was in the same time frame. But if we was like together, official, locked in, and she cheated, then yeah, I'm gonna definitely look at her another way. I'm gonna look at her a different way, even if she knew it was a possibility and didn't tell me to. So I guess either way it go, yeah, I won't look at it the same either.
I feel you. Now, I'm glad that we're on this topic, and I'm glad that I brought this up. Right? Here's the thing. They always said, even men have said this. A man can take it if his girl cheats on him. How you feel about that? Like we take it differently. Like it hurts us more.
Yeah, I would say in general that's true. That
Do you
men
know why?
men can't take it like women. Women that get cheated on over and over again and stay. I'm telling you, me personally, I ain't doing that. You cheat on me once and I find out it's OBER. I'm done. But yeah.
I think that I so here's the thing. When a woman cheats, right, it hits a little different, right? I'm gonna tell you why. Because when a woman is more emotional, if you ever look when a woman lets you go and breaks up with you, it's got something to do with emotions. They divorce you because they're emotional about it. Oh, you don't make me happy anymore. You don't do the things you used to do. Oh, we gotta go. I'm just not happy. I'm ready to divorce. If a man cheats, and I'm sorry, ladies, I'm not saying I'm a cheater. I'm not saying it's cool. So let me clear this up before I get a whole bunch of comments on the video talking about something. Yeah, I knew you was a cheater. So if a man cheats, we just trying to hit something real quick and going about our business. We'll still go home. I know that's messed up. In all real men, I'm not encouraging you to cheat, but I'm just telling you, I used to be that dude that talk to a girl, would still go get, go handle my business. But it was her fault too because she told me, and I quote, "Well, I'm not gonna be having sex with you all the time, so you might as well go get you another girl or something."
Mm.
Don't give me the door to open.
But
And
she didn't mean that when she said that. And
and,
you know she didn't mean it when she said it.
I ain't meaning when I said I was Michael Jordan, but I still went out there and scored some buckets. You
Nah,
know, you ain't mean it when you said you wanted to be a wrestler, but you still watch Farouk in them and The Rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, asking you shall receive. I don't know what to tell you.
I feel you. I feel you. Don't say it if you don't mean it. Say what you mean and mean what you say.
I'm just saying that with women cheating is more emotional. Y'all be moving with y'all emotions as y'all should, y'all women. Y'all women see, because men, we move off of loyalty. Y'all move off of what a man can do for you now. Hmm.
I still,
Oh, I got his head went back. His
I,
head went back. So
I
I know I got him thinking now.
I think that's a lot of general statements. It is some men that move like that and women that move like that. I just I done met both types of women. I done met women that move like that. I done met women that was loyal. So if you one of them girls that like what can you do for me now? I feel like guys, you know what kind of woman you're talking to. So it's like you might say, "Oh, she bad," but you know the first date, she wanted to go to steak and lobster on the first date. So she probably ain't got a genuine interest. She just trying to go to a 5-star restaurant, or she like you because you got a nice car. She always asking you for money, like all the time in the very beginning. It's things like that you got to watch out for. If she doing that, she ain't really feeling you. And I think as human beings, men and women, we know, but we be in denial and just ignore the red flags and all that stuff. And then when it don't work out, we like, oh, they misled me. Nah, all the writing was on the wall the whole time, man. You just gotta read the writing, you know?
I'm glad you said that, bro. You right. You're absolutely right. And it made me think about last week's show, right? Where we was like, ain't nobody too busy, right? Ain't nobody that busy.
Yeah,
And you said that even the president's got time to go play golf and all that, right?
yeah,
And I said, well, hey man, she into somebody, but she might not be into you, right?
right.
Here's the thing with this, bro. Like, it goes back to marriage and goes back into marriage and it goes back into divorce because a lot of the reasons why divorces happen is because I feel like either I don't want to single out women, so I'll just say people because sometimes it's men too. Because sometimes men will sit up here and they love the feeling of I'm married, but they're not willing and ready to put in the work, right? And with females, they love the idea of the marriage. Oh, I'm about to have a big wedding. All my friends gonna be there, and I'm gonna be with them for the rest of our lives. But they're not willing to put in the work. So what I'm saying with this is, when we sat back and said last week, "Hey, she talking to somebody. She just ain't talking to you." It goes down like this. They say they ready to do the homework until they got to show their work. You remember when we was in school, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you had to write down the problem, but you had to write how you got the you know what I'm saying, how you got
Right.
the answer.
You have to write how you got to the answer too. Yeah, you couldn't just write the answer down. This teacher like you might have used the calculator. So yeah, I get that. A lot of people they say they want stuff, but they don't want to put in the work. But I think if you don't want to put in the work, deep down you really don't want it. Because most things that's worth it or have value you can't do it without putting in work. So, well, for example, with me, man, I'm doing this content thing. I at the bare minimum, I gotta post every day, bare minimum, because I should be posting 3 to 5 times a day. If I don't want to at least post once a day, I don't really want to be no content creator, no matter what I say. So you gotta put the work in if you want to do if you whatever you want to do. This podcast, man, we gotta show up every week. We gotta have topics ready every week, and unless some other important obligation come up or somebody extremely sick, we gotta show up. So
Right.
that's
And
just
then
that's life.
about that, go ahead, bro.
Nah, go ahead.
And then if you can't say you don't want to put the content, right? All right, well then if you don't want to put the content that you put out like last week, run them numbers up. Everybody ain't see it's like a billion and something people, and you know what I'm saying? Hey, make sure people say if you're gonna be like, man, I'm not into like putting down content every day. It's kind of hard for me, or sometimes I'll be overly busy. Okay, well, let's see. The content that you just put out last week, it only got 50 views. And y'all know 50 views in the YouTube world, right? That's
Yeah.
just like one person. That's barely one person. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because if you look at it from the monetization standpoint, that's barely one point. But I said one person. That's barely one person. You know what I mean? Like, because on the monetization part, right? They got this thing called YouTube Studios, and it'll show you your progress. It'll show you your work. And so a lot of y'all thinking, oh, my shit got like 10 views, 50 views. I'm out here making it. Nah, you barely scratching the surface. Everybody, everybody talk about they want to put the work in, so they think they share it to like 3 people a day. You doing something. Nah, you barely scratching the surface. So that's why I'm glad we said that about this YouTube stuff, because YouTube and marriage and like relationships, it goes head to head. You probably gonna be like, why? Like, because you gotta put the work in. Just because you're married, see, people
Mhm.
think when you get married, right? People think, oh, I made it, I found my forever. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be together forever. Yeah, you found your forever, but you gotta make sure you keep your forever too. People get married and they stop working. They stop putting in the work. They stop doing things. They stop. Oh, I got him now, or I got her now. Ain't no. She can't go nowhere. He can't go nowhere.
Yeah, you got it. You still got to go on dates. You still got to communicate. You still got to keep yourself up. You know, you got to do all those things. Whatever you did to get them, that's what you got to do to keep them. And people do get comfortable once once the ring on the finger. But that's just when the work starts. That's when the work starts. So you just gotta put in work in the relationship like anything else in a personal relationship and a business relationship. You gotta fuel it, so it can grow, blossom, and turn into something great.
All right, cool. Now I need. All right, this where your real one hat about to come back on. All right.
Okay.
How long do you think? How long do you think you should stay engaged to someone before you marry them?
I say minimum a year. Ideally for me, we could be engaged for 2, maybe 3 years. After that, if you don't see yourself marrying them in 2 to 3 years, I don't see the point in getting engaged. I think sometimes people just um get engaged as a guy will propose to their woman just to like appease her for the moment. Like they done been engaged for like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years. Like, come on, man. What we doing?
Yeah. I think that it's two things. Like, I sometimes the man can be kind of like, all right, if I give her the ring for engagement, she gonna kind of get up off me. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna keep it real. I I I would go a year to 2 years, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna go like for real. Like, we should be able to get married within the next year, bro. Cause it don't make no sense for us to like, what are we doing, bro? Like, come on, man. Nah. A year to 2 years. Any day past 3 years, if she's talking about something, well, we gotta wait till we get this together. We gotta work on, bro. We ain't no matter where we are in life, we ain't gonna be exactly where we want to be,
Right,
and
right.
things ain't gonna go exactly which way we want it to go, bro. So I'm gonna give it a year. I don't like those people that been like, I know you know some people. I know you heard of some people that's been engaged. They got engaged in 2001 or 2000, and it's like 2000.
We're still engaged in 2026, huh?
Yeah, it's like, nigga, it's like, bro, if you would have just married her back then, you would have been married longer than a lot of marriages last, bro.
Right, right, right. Yeah, that's a long time, man. I,
Like, yeah, they be they be engaged in 2000, and they still be engaged in 2016. Like, yo, y'all married yet? No, we still. Oh, nah, y'all not trying to go nowhere. I refuse to be like that.
yeah, nah, I ain't doing it. If you're not ready, don't propose. If you not,
Yeah, like,
just don't
and
propose. Wait.
and then I ain't gonna lie, you can tell when a person like waste your time, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you can tell that, because I know I did a couple weeks ago when I broke up with the girl that was what I'm saying, still legally married. I was talking to her, and she was just saying some things, and I was just like,
Mm.
"Oh no, this ain't going. I gotta go because I we not going nowhere, bro."
Right, right, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's kind of tough when you either like. I think it's best to tie up all your loose ends before you get into something new. Now, sometimes couples be separated and they really separated, like they live in totally separate lives. They in new relationships. They just never went through with getting a divorce. But you got to be careful when it's like it's the breakup is new, or they still living together, or she talking about them negatively every time y'all speak because she's probably not over him. So you gotta watch out for things like that, man.
And I'm gonna say this: if y'all been engaged for 5 to more than 3 years, y'all try to have the cake and drink the milk too, and have the cow and drink the milk, eat the ice cream, eat the cheese. Like, bro, hey, get out the way so somebody can marry the person. You're like, y'all in the way. Like,
Yeah,
y'all in the way.
I you know, a lot of people selfish like that, but if you don't want the person, let it be. You know. Now, I will say, as far as dating goes, I will talk about ain't nobody that busy, right? Some
Mhm.
they'll just try to that's their way of letting you down nice, like, oh, I'm busy, I'm busy, I'm busy. Because some guys can't take rejection. So they don't want to say, oh, I'm not interested because dude will go off or whatever. So they just say I'm busy. For me, tell me you busy uh too many times, I just take the hint. Or if the text start to slow down or the conversation gets very dry. I know what that is. Uh, we got something here called Minnesota Nice, where people be like Minnesota Nice, like when you nice, but it's kind of fake. So I get it. Some dudes is crazy out here, and some women is crazy, and you can't really tell them how you feel. But me, just give me a little hint. I can take a hint. Me. So I ain't gonna be nowhere that you don't want me to be. You feel that energy when somebody upset at you, irritated, bothered, don't want you around, want to end things. Like you feel that energy if you want to admit it or not. And I don't care how much love you in. If you feel that energy, you gotta let it go. It, it's amazing people out here in the world. You'll find somebody else, but being in a spot where and they don't want you there, oh, that's a horrible life. I don't want to live that life. I don't want to be somewhere where I'm not wanted.
Right, because I was thinking the other day, right? I was like, would I ever get back with my ex, right? Because some people talk about spinning the block, and I was just like, nah, I can't do it because now I love myself too much to go back to a place where I wasn't appreciated.
Yeah.
Just
I,
because, just because she might have changed and become a better person. Because because people say this now. Yeah, it wasn't your time. Y'all gotta she gotta figure herself out. Hey, bro, we could have did all that while we would have got to figure ourselves out. We could have figured ourselves out together. You know what I'm saying? And and sometimes it depends on how the breakup went. You feel me? And and it's just like when I was with her, I didn't feel appreciated. So I'm like, I'm not going nowhere where I'm not about to be appreciated. I gotta go.
I gotta ask you about something. So you made a post said, get back with your ex or go to jail. Now tell the world what your answer was.
I said I'm going to jail.
You going to jail,
I'm
okay.
going to jail, bro, because hey, look, bro, and I'm just figure of speech. I'm not really going to jail, but um, but sometimes when you in a bad relationship, it feels like you in jail. I know you ain't never but sometimes I know you ain't never been through that, but everybody who been through that,
If the relationship bad, I'll leave. See, that's me. I ain't afraid to leave. I ain't staying in a bad situation for years. I ain't doing it. People like, I don't want to start over. Man, I start over. I love my single life. So if it ain't right, I'm gonna be up out of there. I'm leaving.
but see, now I'm not afraid to start over though. I had to learn myself. See, because it felt like when I said it felt like I was in jail. Like when you done with the relationship, right? And it's like it's over. It kind of feels like you just came out of jail. Like you did a bid and you just came home and you just like, I don't know what to do now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, because you get used to the routine of the relationship. You get used to that person being there and doing shit with you and doing shit for you and having someone to talk to and lean on. But man, if it ain't good, I'd be like, let me shake it
So,
off quick. And but I want to say this, just being funny with the analogy of going to jail or going back with your ex, I might have to go back to my ex because I love my freedom, bro. I ain't going. Like, how long I gotta be with her? If I just gotta be, I gotta stick it out a whole nother year or go to jail. I'ma just stick it out, man. I love my freedom. Ain't none of my exes that bad that I go to jail.
Now, I ain't going to no hard prison. I'm going to where Martha Stewart was at.
Yeah,
Like,
I go back to paradise.
I'm going to where Martha Stewart. I mean, some muffins and shit. I ain't my ex ain't worth me going to real jail. Hell
That's
no. I'm in a wheelchair and sexy. I just got a haircut. What you talking about? Oh, hey, speaking of, um, I did this to protect you, right? So last week, I think, it had to be last week. You said, I said something about how I block people and all that, and you was just like, or how I just give up on people. Yeah, it was last week because you was talking to me about it, and you was like, do you think you do this because you try to keep what you said? I try to keep myself from being hurt.
yeah, I think it is something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm glad you because now this is coming back on this show. I did it to protect. So I guess people think I'm trying to protect myself. I just don't got the patience.
I mean, I do like if somebody do something.
Oh, yo, you got mad low. You there?
Can you hear me?
Um,
Can you hear me?
come back and come back in. Leave and come back in.
Let me go on and come back
Oh,
in.
there you go. There you go.
Okay. I'm back.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Okay, okay. So yeah, and what were we saying?
Oh yeah, you said that. I said it. I'm not because I'm trying to like guard my heart or anything or protect myself, but it kind of came back to this show. Like you said, am I doing it because I don't want to be hurt?
Oh yeah, okay. So if somebody really doing something valid wrong to you, man, like I say, man, move around. But sometimes people have like very, very petty reasons of leaving somebody and they just scared. So they like self sabotage. So if you're doing that, that's not good. But if you really leaving like you thought it through and you see a routine and they don't listen to your complaints or whatever, then yeah. But a lot of people do self sabotage and they just afraid of like love, but they be like, oh, this is too good. So something bad's gonna happen, so then they mess it up. So that's what I was talking about. But if you're not doing that, then good. They won.
Right. So yeah, you know that I loved it. I love this show today because I did it to protect myself. Because a lot of people, me included, just as soon as like maybe it's because I had to heal by myself. I
Yeah.
had to like I literally isolated myself so I can learn how to not be so emotional or be so angry or whatever. Because you know when you go through a breakup, that can kind of hurt you sometimes. You feel me?
I
So
do.
what happened was I think I just developed a like I know how I want to be treated. Like my standards are so high now that it's just like if I see that you not on the same wavelength as me or we can't find a way to coexist, I'm just out of there now. Maybe sometimes because I just get up and I go, like so like one it is to protect myself just a little bit. Two is just like I'm not here to waste no time, bro. I can't do it.
So what's some of your past relationships taught you?
What'd you say?
What's something your past relationships taught you so you can move different in the future?
My past relationship taught me no matter what, you gotta love yourself. Um, past relationship taught me, bro, if you gotta be okay with me. You gotta be okay with letting go. Cause sometimes Sometimes in your relationships, you have a relationship to teach you something. You have a relationship to so you can teach the other person something, and so it can just so you can so you, sometimes you can be in a relationship to heal too. You can be
Mm.
with somebody so they can heal you. Because what I mean by heal, when you're in a relationship to be healed, that person that you talk to is going to show you things that you're doing wrong or that you got to work on, or it's gonna be, or you're gonna be in that relationship to be tested. To like what? So, I say you want you a nice woman that you want to marry. You feel me? You got a certain type, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing that's gonna happen is, and I don't mean to be religious on the show, but I'm gonna keep it real with you. The first thing that's gonna happen is God's gonna bring that type of person into your life to see how you react to that person. He's gonna bring that woman into your life to see how you're gonna react to that person. Oh, you said you want somebody that can go places with me and can support me in this and third. Okay, I'm gonna bring her in your life real quick to see what you're gonna do. Let's see if you're gonna mess it up. Now I want to see how you're gonna react to. So like when I really give you what you asking for, how you gonna move with it. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
it's gonna, or he's gonna bring that person into your life so you can learn how to get ready for the person that comes into your life. That's why everything happens for a reason. That's why I'm not mad anymore about my ex because God got her up out of here. God said, okay, it's time for you to go, bro. Like she did what she was supposed to do. Now it's time for you. Now you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes people get into relationships with you so they can do what they gotta do, and then they gotta go. But the problem is when it's time for somebody to go, we be wanting them to stay, not knowing that, hey, it is what it is. Like now it's they gotta go. God's taking them and going somewhere else with them or putting them somewhere else because now I gotta protect you because you starting to, you know what I'm saying, you starting to kind of trip out over this. You know what I'm saying? You
Mm-hmm.
starting to care a little bit too much, and you starting to act out of pocket. And I know sometimes I was acting out of pocket.
Hey, that's real. That's real. Now, what you said about sometimes you get in a relationship to heal, I personally don't think that's a good idea. I don't think it's good to get in a relationship to heal. I think you should heal first and then get in a relationship.
I feel you, but see, on this situation, when I mean getting being in a relationship to heal, you don't even know that person is. You just getting with her because you like her. You know what I'm saying? You're not even trying to like literally get into a relationship to heal. She just gonna heal your heart. She gonna give you that love that you ain't never had, or she gonna fix something about you, like give you your confidence or something. Like say your confidence is down, and say you feel like you wake up every day and you feel like you ain't shit, right?
Mhm.
She gonna text you, hey, I just want you to know you're the best in the world. You know what I'm saying? She gonna boost you up, and you don't even know that this is what she's called to do. You see what I'm saying?
I like that. I like that.
I get what you're saying. Like now, you don't want to get into a relationship just to heal because it's gonna fail. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. If you just got out of a bad relationship and you hop into a new relationship trying to heal and get over that, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So the guys will come in and say, "Look, I gotta protect you, bro, because you acting irrational." Because sometimes when we get our heart broken, we want to go. Some people want to go to somebody else, and
Mhm.
that's an irrational move because you can hurt the new person.
Right, exactly. Yeah, you go with all that baggage and insecurity and lack of trust, you can mess.
Yeah, and the new person can really be here to because he or she really wants to hold you down because he or she because I've seen this happen because I did it. Like I was with somebody and she really liked me, but I just wasn't feeling it. But she thought that, hey, this is serious. You know what I mean? Like You can mess it up just like that, bro.
Yeah, you can. That's a fact. So, um, and I feel like if you mess up a good relationship, that's gonna haunt you. I don't think I ever did that. I never like messed up with an ex to the point like
You
man,
think it's gonna hunt you? You think it's gonna hunt? You think it's gonna hunt a person?
if you got a good woman and you messed it up, I'm saying if you got a good woman and you mess it up, that'll hunt you. Not if you like y'all it's just mutual breakup or she did you wrong and you left. Not that, but if you messed it up with a good, great woman, yeah, that's gonna haunt you.
This is my philosophy, right? If I messed up with a good woman, right? I know I messed up, and this is just me. I don't want her back, cause here's why. Cause I know I did wrong. I know I, you know what I'm saying? Like I had the opportunity, whether I was playing or not. I had the opportunity to be with a good woman, bro, and I messed it up. So I don't deserve that back because I was playing. I don't deserve to be somewhere while playing with my food. You feel
What
me?
what if you say, man, I'm a new man now. I ain't the same rule. Give me another chance.
Nah, that's still because if a woman came to me and said, I'm a new, I'm a new Tanya now. I'm not the same woman. All I remember is when I was really rocking with you, when I was showing you what it was, you pushed me to the side.
Yeah, but people do spin the block though.
I can't. I don't spin the block because it's never the same.
Yeah, it usually don't work when you spin the block, but I have. But we wonder, you know how they get. You might get in an argument and y'all like have a mini breakup, but then an actual breakup. So I never really like. Well, like we broke up fully and then we got back together fully. Like so, I ain't did that, but you know,
All right, I get that. So you talking about like a mini breakup, like a
yeah.
day? You know what I'm saying? I don't
Y'all,
want to talk to you anymore. But like if you I'm talking about this breakup, like what my ex did. She was like, she put an email. I'm not the woman for you. You gotta find somebody better. And all I can do is be your friend. Okay, cool. Don't come back though. If you if you sit back and say you're not the woman for me, don't come back.
do you think she was trying to let you down easy by putting it on herself like, "Oh, I'm not good enough for you. You can do better." Blah blah blah. Or do you believe she was genuine in her statement?
I believe that I believe I believe she got tired of me, but I believe that in the relationship, I believe that she kind of didn't she didn't know how to let me go
Mm.
because technically I didn't do anything wrong. Like, yeah, we had our arguments or whatever, but I ain't cheat on her. I ain't never put my hand on her. A lot of times, with the situation like this, where I went wrong is I was in a relationship with her. What I probably should have just hit and just stayed friends and kept it moving. My problem was I I turned the overnight stay into an Airbnb that I kept going back to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You probably feel that way because it didn't work in the end, but you didn't feel that way at the start.
no,
Like,
but I felt it where it's just like, nah, this ain't gonna last. But I think one of the reasons why I was like, even though I knew it was gonna come to an end, I was still riding it out, is because, and this is just my personal situation. She was my nurse too, and at the time, my mom was going through some health things, some medical things.
mhm,
So it was a lot on me and my mom too. You know what I'm saying? So
I get that.
it was one of them type of things where they say where a man can sit back and say he's not happy, but he's still gonna try to make it work for certain situations. Now that's stupid. I'm not gonna lie, but now I understand that's stupid. But yeah, like I like you said, when I spin the block, nah, go. Go be like, even if you are a better person, and just out of respect, because I don't want you to come back over here. All I'm gonna think about is how you played in my face.
Right, right.
So
Yes, sometimes sometimes things people do are unforgivable, and you can't overlook it and get past it. So in that case, you should. And yeah, spinning the block it usually don't work. I mean, like sometimes in a relationship, man, you ain't gotta cheat or put your hands up on that. Sometimes like the communication just um horrible or the chemistry fizzled out, you know, and that'd be enough for a lot of people to leave. So yeah, those who like arguing every day, nah, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that.
now,
We
now,
argue.
if me and old girl, right, if we just kind of fell out, like say we moved or something, or she moved away, or but we was on good terms or whatever. Okay, yeah, maybe I could rock with that. But if we was in a relationship, I gave it my all, and then you just kind of got up and left because you had some things you was working on and you wasn't ready. Nah, don't come back over here. Like, go be better for the next person. Learn from me and go be better over there.
Yeah, sometimes that's best. That's what you gotta do, man. Going back sometimes there's too much history and just too much everything. So yeah,
Cause
just
it will be too much pain, bro. And it's just like I said, I love myself too much to go back where to go back to where I wasn't appreciated.
I feel that.
Okay, now, all right, we about to get up out of here, but I have to talk to you about this because I don't know if you heard about this story. So it's this racist streamer going around
Oh
in
yeah.
in
Yeah.
Tennessee called Chud the Builder. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know about Chud the Builder, he lives in Nashville. He lived in Nashville, Tennessee. Uh, he goes around and he antagonizes black people. Call him the N word. You know, with the hard ER. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? And then when the black person says something, he says, quote unquote, that we are chimping out. And he's antagonizing the black person so much that he's willing to shoot a black person. And he's been going viral about this. I guess it's people who do like this. It's people who are saying it's just freedom of speech. It's people saying he shouldn't be harassed about this. Well, he got shot, and I just want to know your thoughts about this real quick.
Oh yeah. I mean, from what I saw, that's what he does on the streams. He go around antagonizing only black people. He try to get them irate so they would like get mad and try to attack him, and then he would unalive them. Like, and they said that's pretty much what he said too, and that's what his stream is about. If that's the case, hey man, eventually you're gonna get hurt or you're gonna come to your demise because you can't go around picking on people. I do not like bullies at all. So you going around just saying discouraging things to black people just to make them upset and hope that they will attack you and you can cause harm to them. Like that's just crazy to me. I think some people need help, therapy, need a life. Well, I hope he go to prison for a long time. He got to get off the streets. That's that's sick, man. Like all the things you can do on the stream, and that's what you decide to do.
Well, you said that he's gonna get hurt or something's gonna come to his demise. Well, he's already been hurt. He's in jail right now. He's in
Yeah.
jail for attempted murder because he first of all, the police and everybody know about him down there, and he tried to call the police plenty of times, but the police is like, you're antagonizing people, and it's not self-defense when you antagonize. So they're basically saying what you're doing could potentially cause a riot. So it's not self-defense if you're antagonizing people. Well, he was at the courthouse a couple days ago. I'm not sure. He was in the courthouse and he was antagonizing a black person. And from what I hear, the black person put hands on him and or by the piprium, you feel me? And I think he shot himself on accident or the kickback or something. I think he got shot and then he ended up going to jail on attempted murder because of the reason, and I think the reason why this might stick, because I mean, and it not be self defense, because he put on his Twitter that he was gonna go to the courthouse and hit a black person for the finale. Then he went to the courthouse and got his dumb butt shot.
Yeah, and I feel like being that his stream isn't gonna do any favors for his defense in court. Like you got a whole stream about antagonizing black people, like that's your goal to make them upset, and then you want to pull out your pew pew. So it's like I don't think his stream is gonna help his case at all. So and being that it's online for everybody to see, I don't know how he's gonna win this case.
Yeah, and then to make it, I'm not to say something. To make matters worse, bro, you going at people who really can't defend themselves. You going at older people. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? You walking around with the camera on you. You got your kick stream up, and you talking crazy to people. What do you expect them to do?
right.
Ain't nobody trying to go to jail for you. Like, okay, now I get it. Because Charleston White was like, he's showing us how black people are weak and all that. Bro, it's not that we weak, bro. Who trying to go to jail for months or years because of this, bro?
See that?
Like,
My thing about Charleston White is this. This is my issue with him, and I had this conversation with a few different people. He say some positive stuff, and then he say some trolling stuff, crazy, outlandish stuff, just to get views, and he all mix it together. So people are, oh, he's saying some smart stuff. He right. Black people do need to do better. But yeah, but then he say some horrible trolling stuff that's outlandish and that's not true, just for views too. So I feel like the 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 bad out the bad takes the good. So that's
mhm.
what at the end of the day, he just want views and attention more than anything else. So that's my thing about. And then he'll say something for shock value, and then after a while he'll backpedal, change his POV, and then say, "Man, I was just bullshitting with y'all." You know,
Yeah,
and he do that a lot. That's why I'm like, you just gotta leave. You just gotta look at Charleston White as entertainment because
yeah,
he do too much and say too much toxic things for you to take him serious as a leader.
yeah. And I'm gonna say this, and we can get up out of here because I like to leave y'all what a what a powerful message, and I like to stamp it too. That's why I always wait to the last minute to say something. John the Builder, I would respect what you did, even if it was. I would respect it, even if it was racist. If you went to Compton and did it, you know what I'm saying. If you would,
Yeah, they be, yeah, you ain't going to the hood doing that. You going to certain areas. You know you going to busy locations.
you going to festivals and stuff like that.
Doing that, you know, really, it's cameras everywhere. Ain't nobody really trying to unallow nobody on camera and go to jail. So you know, first of all, ain't nobody trying to go to jail, and you picking and choosing who you try to bully or antagonize. I just don't respect it. It's horrible.
And then
I'll
you can't. And
jail.
then one day you got to stop doing, Chud, is when you antagonize somebody, and somebody get right with you, because it did happen. He antagonized somebody. Somebody got right with him. He called the police.
Yeah, don't call the police now. You've been around bullshitting this whole time, messing with people, bothering them when they was just enjoying their day. Don't call the police now that you're scared, because this what you wanted. This what you wanted right here. And sometimes you get what you ask for, you know?
Yeah, and Michael 5-7 might not have seen them pictures, but I've seen them pictures with you with the little, you looking like a little angel. And we heard, and it came out that you got pegged by a black woman. Yeah, so that makes me believe that all this stuff you doing is just for the cameras, brother.
Yeah, I know all that. That's
Yeah, no, she came out and said it. Yeah, it was a whole video. He was talking to her and everything. She caught him in the middle of the street. Hey, you remember me? I had a wife, and you let me do, get you let me pay you. Yeah. So what? Yeah, what happened, bro?
but after that, we might well get them social. This is going that.
Oh yeah, we done with that. I was just letting people know.
Yeah. But no, but yeah. Go ahead, Rudy. You got something to say?
Hey, it's Rule Life NASA. You catch me at Rule Life period NASA on Instagram, Facebook, Rule Life NASA. Um, Threads, Rule Life period NASA, Handicap and Chill podcast on Facebook, Handicap and Chill podcast on YouTube. Like I said before, we got the project, Voices of the Disabled. Great project, doing numbers right now. Go check it out. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, holla at me, man. We be back. Go ahead, give out your socials, bro.
Man, TikTok, I am Michael57. Instagram, Michael57 underscore. I think my threads is the same, Michael57 underscore. Um, Facebook, Michael Watson. What else? What else? Oh, if you want to know more about Acts Advocating Change Together, go on the Facebook page, Advocating Change Together, and an Instagram page, Advocating Change Together. And yeah, just keep up with everything that's going on with us and all the disability justice fights and everything and all the fun we have. So get in tune.
Yeah, just because you have a disability does not mean you can't live life the proper way. And don't let anybody tell you just because you have a disability that you got to be subjected or pushed around to believe that you can't live the life that you want to live. All right, we out. Peace. So, how you been, bro? Yeah.
What's up?